Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation.
And so, Misty, talk a little bit about, as we're going through those phases, how should we build the portfolio of, and again, from a risk mindset, of someone who's in the accumulation phase and then versus somebody who's in the deaccumulation phase?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, it's really important to understand it's called your money story of how you view money. And a lot of how either you were, your household, how you were brought up, those kind of things can impact how you feel about money and can dictate your overall comfort level with risk. And so if we can detach ourselves from those types of things, when you're in the accumulation phase, you want to be most aggressive. So you have time on your side. And as you just pointed out, James, that when you ride out the market, the probability of you being successful is way higher than just waiting it out over 5 years. So if I'm able to have a 25, 30-year time frame of putting money into my Roth IRA, then I'm going to be able to withstand those ups and downs and be able to, go through those high volatilities. Now, I have to be comfortable with that. So we have to understand what that truly means. And the hard part about that is when you're young and you're accumulating, you don't really have any history of investing. So it's important to understand what that volatility could look like with an aggressive growth portfolio. And again, I say aggressive in the financial advisor's term of, high volatility, long-term growth in that, in that forecast.
Real quick, I want to add some context to that because I've had some colleagues recently who...
The previous presentation by Bogart Wealth was intended for general information purposes only. No portion of the presentation serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart Wealth or any other investment professional of your choosing. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any other non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Neither Bogart Wealth's investment advisor registration status nor any amount of prior experience or success should be construed that a certain level of results or satisfaction will be achieved if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Bogart Wealth is neither a law firm nor accounting firm, and no portion of its services shall be construed as legal or accounting advice. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Copies of Bogart Wealth's current written disclosure brochure and Form CRS discussing our advisory services and fees are available upon request or at www.bogartwealth.com.